Today on Golden Insights, we're gonna winterize our garden, remove a bunch of the dead material. A lot of it I got out of here already and piled it up in the compost, but we're gonna get some winter crops in, mulch all of the pots and beds, get this prepared to kind of go to sleep for the winter and hopefully have some good crops still in the spring. So the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna plant some garlic in these beds. I've moved them. This is kind of old soil, so we're gonna refreshen it up with our new planting mix coming soon from Royal Gold. Keep your eyes out for it in the spring. We're gonna add this to these beds, get some fresh organic material, get the garlic planted, and then get the mulch in on top. So this year I'm experimenting with some winter gardening I've not done much of in the past. I know garlic's a great thing to plant this time of year, but we're also gonna play with some carrots. We've got a really mild climate here in Northern California on the coast. I think these are still gonna pop up and do just fine well into December and January. We start getting frost more in late December and early January, and it carries into the spring. So I think these are gonna do just great. We're gonna plant a variety of a couple different kinds of carrots. We got some great Baker Creek heirloom seeds here, and some wonderful organic garlic varieties, some hardneck and softneck, and we'll see what does best. What sort of crops have you had good luck with out in your winter gardens? So we've been working on developing this planting mix at Royal Gold that doesn't have any perlite, something to add some organic matter back into your gardens, into your pots, in-ground gardens, but especially great for raised beds. It's gonna add a bunch of carbon source, some lignin, some peat, some cocoa, things to help nourish the soil long-term and help build structure, provide food for your microbes. So we're gonna plant our carrots and garlic together. Companion planting is all the rage if you need a guide. Carrots Love Tomatoes has been really helpful for me, telling me what's good to put with what, make it a little easier to kind of pare down your selections. And this, in Humboldt, in Northern California, is your essential guide. Eddie Tanner from Deep Seated Farms wrote this book, gives you all the ins and outs of what to plant when on the coast in Northern California, as well as inland in Northern California. Just a really excellent resource. So we've got some Mexican Pearl seed garlic here. This is a hardneck variety, better for storage, lasts longer. It's a really nice variety for California. You can grow any garlic you want off your kitchen counter that you buy from the grocery store. But it's really important to get seed garlic if you can, because it's been certified clean and free of disease and pathogens. So if you want to keep your garden clean, you can focus on getting something that's actually already looked at for you. You can use whatever you want, but I recommend seed garlic. So we're just gonna break up all these cloves, get them all separated. I'm gonna do 2 rows, and then I'm gonna plant some carrots alongside. So I'm just using my fingers to mark out some holes, spread these cloves nice and evenly down these lines. They say you can get up to 10 pounds of garlic, even more, out of 1 pound of seed garlic. We're starting with about a pound, about a half pound in each bed, so we'll see how we do. Make sure to remember, if your garlic isn't already a little sprouted, pointy end up. We're just gonna cover these all up, get them closed in, then we'll add some carrots down these other rows and mulch in on top, and we'll call it a day. So when planting carrots, for me, they're such a small seed, and I really wanna make sure I have a nice full row. I tend to overseed a little bit, and as soon as the plants start getting big, I just start plucking them out and getting those tiny little baby carrots to snack on and thin it out so that the ones you leave have enough room to develop a nice robust root. So we're just gonna cover these really gently. We got the carrots in, we got the garlic in. Now let's mulch it. So to mulch, we're just gonna use organic rice straw, no seeds, make sure nothing's sprouting out of there. And there you have it. Garlic likes an especially thick layer of mulch. Keep those weeds down through the long growing season. We're planting now on Halloween, October 31st, but we're not gonna harvest this until likely June, so we wanna keep those weeds down. But the carrots, they need to get up through there. So I'm putting a little lighter layer on now, letting these carrots get up and through, and I'll remulch once I have the established lines of carrots popping up. So one thing I forgot to do, I got a little too excited on this last bed. I do want to get some extra nutrition. At the end of this season, this soil's mostly used up all its nutrients. I'm gonna add 5 pounds of our 5-5-5 all-purpose fertilizer. This will be coming into stores next season. You'll see this on shelves across the country. early spring 24. All right, so we got this bed done. We're gonna come over. We got a different variety of carrots. We're gonna do these cute little round baby Romeo carrots and a soft neck California early variety of garlic, something that's gonna not store as well, but gonna be a really great fresh eater. And we're gonna see what we come out with. Thanks for joining us on another Golden Insights.